In this subtle body awareness practice, we are going to orient ourselves to a bubble that surrounds our entire body. For this practice, we will be taking breaths at various locations or various awareness spots throughout this bubble. You are welcome to sit however is comfy for you. It can be in a chair, it can be on a cushion, it can be on the edge of your bed. You could lie in bed on the floor. You could stand, you could walk, whatever is helpful for you. If you need some support finding a comfy seat, there's a video linked somewhere that can help with that. But otherwise, other than we want to try to keep our spine in a straight line. So whether we are sitting, lying, standing, you want a straight spine so we're not generally leaning over when that is available and accessible to us. As we move through this practice, we are going to shift our awareness. So that sense of I can sort of just take my awareness into my thumb, right? And I can just feel from the inside my thumb. I could take my awareness into my left hip and I could just feel from the inside my left hip. I could also take my awareness to this spot that's a little bit in front of me. And so outside of my hand, I still could hold my awareness on this spot. And if that doesn't make sense to you yet, if that's not something your brain shape does at the moment, cool. Just follow along-ish and see if it starts to maybe emerge for you. This is a general video, so we are breathing at some middle range-ish length of breath as we move through this practice. Each spot does not have to be, I call it a single breath, but if you're breathing 3 breaths to my 1 breath or 1 breath to my 3 breaths, whatever, breathe at your pace. If there's some extra breaths in places on the way, cool. You can also speed up or slow down this video if there's sort of a consistent scaling pattern to how quickly you want to breathe versus how quickly it's moving through in this video. So feel free to do that. I think that's all the things. If you have questions, let me know, ask them somewhere, set up a private session, let's get it figured out. Oh, one more thing. There is a short version and a long version of this practice. I'm going to put some chapter markers on each of those so you can, when you come back to this video, because this is intended to be a daily-ish practice. It's multiple times a day for me at the moment. But this is really something that we can do and ideally are doing more than once as we start to get more and more familiar and we start to really densify our awareness of this bubble around us. So you can skip ahead to just the short practice. You can do only the short practice in a day if that's what you've got for yourself. You can jump ahead to the long practice. You can do only the long practice in a day if that's what you've got for yourself. You can do both. You can listen to this entire video with the full introduction every time you come because you just like hanging out with my energy. Or all of our energy. It is not just me. Let's be clear. Okay, are we ready? Let's get started. Let's simply start with 3 breaths together. So find a spot, sit, stand, lie, walk, whatever's comfy for you. And let's breathe it all out first. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more together. Breathe in and out. We're going to start with the short version of this heart-centered, subtle body awareness alignment practice. If this is all you have time for today or in this moment, awesome. Feel free to do this short version and go about your day, and we'll see you next time for maybe the whole thing. Okay? Okay, so we're going to start at the center of the heart and take a breath. And then you're going to drop your awareness directly down into the core of the earth. So think about going through the rock, think about going through the dirt, think about getting all the way down to the magma at the core of the earth, and then take a breath there. And then come back to the center of your chest and take a breath. And then think about sending your awareness directly up towards the great central sun. So out into our solar system, out past our sun, out towards the sun that exists all the way at the center of the entire universe. And take a breath there. Bring your awareness back to your chest and take a breath there. And now from your chest, think about sending your energy directly backwards. So in an infinite direction, a line back from the center of your heart, and take a breath there. Back to the center of your chest, take a breath. And then from the center of your chest, think about sending your awareness forward in an infinite direction, and take a breath there. Come back to the center of your chest, take a breath there. And then from your chest, think about sending your awareness out to the left in an infinite direction. And take a breath there. Come back to the center of your chest, take a breath. And then from your chest, think about sending your awareness out to the right in an infinite direction. And take a breath. And then come back to the center of your chest. Take 3 breaths. And then think about a bubble that starts at the center of your chest and surrounds your entire body. And take 3 breaths with that awareness. And then for just a few moments, allowing your breath to settle into whatever pace feels natural. Beautiful. If you are bowing out here, thank you for being here, and we will see you next time. And if you're sticking around for the long version, the plan is to go in the same 6 directions, right? Always centering at the center of our chest, But this time on our way in each of those 6 directions, we're going to stop at anatomical points along the way in this up and down body, and then it's sort of units away in this subtle body space, right? So as we're moving up and down, I'll say things like center of upper belly, base of the torso, space behind the forehead, those kinds of things to give us some sort of reference. As we're moving forward and back and left and right, I'm simply going to say 1 unit ahead, 2 units ahead, 3 units ahead, and then out towards infinity. And then 3, 2, 1, center, 1, 2, 3, out towards infinity, 3, 2, 1, back to center, 1, 2, 3, out to infinity, 3, 2, 1, back to center, 1, 2, 3, out to infinity, 3, 2, 1, back to center. Always centering back to the space at the center of the chest. That 1 unit can be whatever feels nice for you. Starting point-ish, maybe like 6 inches to a foot, or maybe 6 inches to 18 inches. I don't know. It's not precise in this moment as we're just beginning to even become aware of this whole subtle body around this physical being. So don't stress too much about it. Just think 1, 2, 3, infinity, 3, 2, 1, center. 1, 2, 3, infinity, 3, 2, 1, center, etc., etc. Make sense? If not, let me know, ask a question, set up a private session, like let's get this figured out. So if what I'm saying isn't clear, tell me. Okay, as we move through each of these pieces, I will cue a breath at each spot initially. As we get going, I'm going to stop saying breathe in, breathe out, etc. But each point is essentially a breath at whatever pace is right for you. Okay? Okay, so take any movement, take anything you need to get settled back into your seat, your lie, your walk, wherever you are and is comfy. Breathe it all out first. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest and take 3 breaths. Bring your awareness to the center of your throat. Take a breath. The space behind your forehead. Take a breath. The crown of your head. Take a breath. And then all the way infinitely up towards the great central sun at the center of the entire universe. Take a breath. Coming back to the crown of your head, take a breath. Space behind your forehead, take a breath. Center of the throat, take a breath. Center of the chest, 1 breath here. Center of the upper belly, 1 breath. Center of the low belly, a breath. base of the torso, a breath. And then all the way down, almost infinitely towards the magma at the core of the earth, and a breath. Base of the torso, center of the low belly, center of the upper belly, center of the chest, and then 2 more breaths here. This time we're moving forward, so shift your awareness to about 1 unit, 6 to 18 inches-ish in front of you, and take a breath. Shift your awareness to about 2 units in front of you, take a breath. Three units. And then sending your awareness infinitely forward and taking a breath. Bringing your awareness back to about 3 units in front of you. Two units in front of you. One unit in front of you. Back to the center of your chest. And then from that center point, imagining about 1 unit behind you. Shifting your awareness about 2 units behind you. About 3 units behind you. And then from your chest infinitely in a backwards direction, just send your awareness infinitely away from you. And take a breath. Come back to about 3 units behind you. Take a breath. Two units. One unit behind you. And then back to the center of your chest. Two more breaths at the center of your chest. This time we're sending our awareness to the right. So shifting your awareness from your chest about 1 unit, 12 to 18 inches-ish to the right, and take a breath. Shift your awareness 2 units to the right. Three units to the right. And then sending your awareness out infinitely towards the right from your chest. And take a breath. Come back to about 3 units to the right. Two units to the right. One unit to the right. Center of the chest. Almost there, we're just going to head to the left. So 1 unit to the left. Two units to the left. Three units to the left. And then sending your energy from your chest all the way infinitely in a leftward direction. And take a breath. And coming back to 3 units to the left. Two units. One unit. And then back to the center of your chest. Two more breaths from the center of your chest. Now imagining a bubble that surrounds your entire body, as large as about 3 units in all 6 directions. Bring your awareness to that full bubble and take 3 breaths. Letting your breath settle into whatever pace feels natural. And enjoying this bubble for as long as you like. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace,